My humble pranams and lotus feet of Bhagavan. Sairam, uncle, aunties, brothers, sisters. So firstly, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone here to Satyasai Baba Center of Brown Garden. We are very blessed today to host with us one of very close student of Swami, Brother Arvind Balasubramanya. And I'm sure most of some of us would have even some of us would be familiar with Brother Arvind through his YouTube videos or through his Instagram reels and everything. Before that, I would like to take this opportunity to invite the state coordinator for Penang, for Pulau Pinang, Uncle Dr. Ratna, to give the opening address.
My humble pranams in the lotus feet of Bhagavan, Sri Satya Baba. It gives me great pleasure and it is an honor to welcome Brother Arvind Balasubramanya. He is the chosen one to propagate Swami's message, and he lives by Swami's message. As we all know, he is the personal photographer for Swami, and he's a very good blogger, and his whole time is with Swami. In fact, you can say that he is in constant integrated awareness. He's in constant touch with Swami, and it is very, very fortunate for us to have him in Malaysia for the last 2 days at Sai Convention in Kuala Lumpur, and I was there, and he never takes any questions as something trivial. He really gives importance to any questions, anything that is asked about Swami. He can be tired of anything, but he's never tired of talking or writing about Swami. And in fact, when he was giving the talk in the Sai conference, you can see the bliss that he is enjoying when he's talking about Swami himself, the recollections, and the incidents that has happened personally, and he was really enjoying sharing his experiences with Swami. So with that, we really just give him a loved big hand. And I would like to thank Brother Krishna Kumar, who has very great detailed sort of things in order to have today's satsang with Brother Arvind a very successful one. You can just imagine that we provided us the venue, the food and other logistics. He even entertained Brother Arvind and Brother Shankar, who has accompanied him from KL. So, thank you very much. We listen to Brother Arvind Balasubramanya.
Thank you, Uncle Dr. Ratna. Now the man of the hour, Brother Arvind Balasubramanya is here. We are all indeed very lucky, we are very blessed. We don't need to go all the way down to KL because he himself has requested to specifically come up north to Penang to share his experience and insights with all of us here. So thank you very much, Brother Arvind. And to everyone in the audience, later on, if you all have any questions, just raise your hand. Our volunteers will reach you with a mic, or if you feel like your voice is loud enough, you can just raise your hand, stand up and ask a question. We hope everyone will make the best use of this experience to clear all your doubts and any questions that you might have. So that will be all from me. And I'd like to let Brother Arvind take the stage. Sarah.
Om Shri Sai Ram. I offer my most humble pranams at Bhagwan's lotus feet. Dear Swami, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters. Am I audible? Yeah. When I look back at my journey with Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba, I love that photograph, and I hope my whole life I'll be like that, wherein he's speaking and I'm listening. Because the master, guru, God, whatever we may call, knows everything, but behaves like he knows nothing. And we know nothing, but we behave like we know everything. So many times I have seen Swami being a very good listener. People would speak and Swami would listen. But those are occasions when Swami speaks and we listen that things change. I will also today narrate the story behind that photograph. But let me take you back to the very beginning, the 1990s. Half of you would have been there at that time. The 1980s. I was born in 1982. 1991. That's when my curiosity was piqued about Satya Sai Baba. It was because of a photograph that was in our altar. So in the shrine, that picture was always there, a photograph of Satya Sai Baba. I have always been seeing it. But when I was about 8 or 9 years old, that is when I wondered, why is this photograph in our altar? Because, being from Bharat, being from India, I'm used to many gods. And I'm fine with all gods. Any god. But all the gods that I'm used to are paintings or idols. I've never seen a god as a photograph, because gods can't be photographed. Because sadly no god came on earth after the camera was invented. They all came before. So only sculptures or paintings. Who is this photograph? So I asked my dad, who is this? And my dad said, he's the one who performed my thread ceremony. So in the Indian tradition, it's considered there's a ceremony and you're initiated into the Gayatri Mantra. The beginning of your journey into a spiritual life, where you're old enough to be told that, listen, feeding your body, sleeping, eating, drinking. This is not the sole goal of life. This is something even birds and beasts do. In fact, Swami would ask many times, why are you studying? And most people think because we want to get good marks. Why you want to get good marks? Because job is job, right? But you don't want to do it for a job. Suppose I tell you I'll give you a very good job that you like, which will give you no dollars. Or don't do any job, sit at home, you will get $5,000 every month. So you want job or don't want job? I want job. Thinking of money we are doing, right? Next question, why do you want money? Money we need for everything. I need money for food. I need money for shelter. I need money to lead life. And Swami would say, look at the dog on the street, the bird in the sky. It has no money, it has no education. But it not only eats, it feeds its young ones, raises a family, successful, everything leads life. So why do you need education to do that? That is why Swami would say education is for life, not for living. Don't treat your degrees like begging bowls to seek money. There is something higher purpose in life. Anyway, I have this tendency when I have got a lot of time, as I'm going on the main highway, the side road, I'll explore. Don't worry, I'll come back to the highway and we'll reach the destination. So, Swami was there as a photograph in the altar, and as I said, my father said he performed the thread ceremony. So, at that age, you tell the child that life is not about all this alone. Higher goal in life. Because the highest goal of life is to get permanent happiness. Just think about it. Whatever we do, whatever we may be doing, eating, sleeping, drinking, talking, fighting also. Why we do? Because we think that by doing it, somehow we'll end up happy. Why I want money? But why I want comfort? Because I think that will make me happy. That's why I want. So, if you ask why multiple times, the ultimate reason why we do anything that we do is because we want to be happy. And it was at that age the children were taught that, listen, permanent happiness you cannot get from any of these. Because you're thinking money, the richest man in the world is not happy. I was just there at the Kunyan Devi temple, the biggest idol there, and there Uncle Krishnan uncle was telling me about the second richest man in Malaysia whose son decided that I don't want your property, and he took up the second richest man must have been so disappointed, right? It's like a modern day reenactment of the Buddha story. Oh, I did all this, and so go and ask him, are you happy? You're the second richest man. No, I'm not happy. Why? Because my son doesn't want anything I want. But then why did you accumulate so much money? Because you thought you'll be happy. So, if we are wise, a child goes to touch this and we tell, no, don't touch, it will burn. If the child is wise, it won't touch. But if the child is not wise, extra curious, when we are not looking, the child will go and touch. What should we do? Don't worry, let the child touch. Because once the child touches, never again will it touch. In fact, other children also, don't touch that, I'm telling you, I was a fool, see, I burnt my finger. God is also like that. We are all like divine children. We think money brings happiness. And God presents so many examples. Look, second richest man in Malaysia, the richest man in the world. What is the richest man in the world doing? Going to Africa and trying to eliminate malaria. Why you became so rich? If you wanted to go to Africa and you could have... Money doesn't bring happiness. If you don't believe, go ahead, earn your money. Earn a lot of money and then feel disappointed. The wise learn from the mistakes of others. The foolish will commit the same mistakes. So this is what is taught at that age. So that ceremony, that's when you are initiated into Gayatri Mantra, told to focus on something higher than the body. And this ceremony for my father, Swami had performed in 1963. So when my father told me that he's the one who did my thread ceremony, I thought he must be some priest. But then I thought, what is so special about this priest? Why are you keeping only his... Where is the priest who performed your wedding? Where is the priest who named me? There's a naming ceremony also. We have so many ceremonies. For everything we have ceremonies. That was our culture's way of bringing God into everything. In fact, in the hostel that I studied, in Swami's college, we get up in the morning, we pray. Before we go for games, we pray. Then before we go to college, we pray. Before we have food, we pray. Before we sleep, we pray. Prayer session, before the prayer session, we pray. I mean, that's too much. Why do you pray so much? That's because we want part of life. But what is God? What is God? Embark on the journey. Try, ask that. That is the idea. The idea is not to give you an answer who is God. The idea is to make you ask that question, who is God, and try to find out. Because in spirituality, there is no wrong question. There is no perfect answer, there is only the perfect question. And the perfect question is, who am I? Who is God? These are really important questions. I'll come to this who am I later. Anyway, I asked, why not the priest who did all this? Then my father said, no, he is not a priest. Then, he is God. Oh, he is God. And how come your God is photographed? Because he is there. Oh, he is a living God. Yes. Oh, fantastic. And I just accepted it. I had no problem. I didn't ask, how can he be God? No. See, I had no problem accepting one person with a monkey face to be God. I had no problem accepting one person with an elephant face to be God. I'm fine with it. I've seen gods in all shapes and sizes. So this is a decent looking human being. Why can't it be? Yeah, fine, he's God. I had no problem in accepting as God. So I said, oh, this is God, okay. Then my father told me how he became God for my family. This story dates back to the 1960s, early 1960s. My father's eldest brother, they were a family of 6. My father said it's 6 of them. My mother said it's 10 of them. Those times they had huge families. There was no, for the seniors, there was no mobile phone, no entertainment, so you had children. My father's side, it was a volleyball team. My mother's side, it was a cricket team. So that's how it was. So my father's eldest brother was very elder to him. Some 20 years elder to him. So he was staying in Bangalore, and in the early 1960s, he got a job transfer to travel to Calcutta. So Calcutta is another city in India, which comes to the west, very far from Bangalore. Those days it was like as if you are going to another country, and he shuddered at the thought of going to Calcutta. I don't know anybody there, I don't know that language, I don't know that culture, I don't know anything. He might have as well traveled to Sri Lanka or Malaysia, like that it is. New place, absolutely new. I didn't want to go. I don't want to go there. So he tried to request his superiors. He tried everything that he could possibly do to get this transfer annulled, cancelled. Just didn't happen. He kept trying. Didn't happen. Finally very worried because his ancestral house is in Bangalore. His entire family with all his brothers, sisters, 3 sisters, 2 brothers, youngest being my father, all are in Bangalore. Everyone leaving all of them and going there. Oh God, I don't know how it will be. One night when he slept, in his dream came a Haridasa. Now in India you will find a lot of places where a person wearing nice colorful songs, and behind him will be a very decorated bull playing music tunes called Haridasas, meaning servants of the Lord. The idea behind these people is that they go around society playing devotional songs, reminding everybody that hey, whatever work you are doing, don't forget God is there, don't forget God is there. And everybody, even whether they are accounts, whether they are working in the field, whatever, they remember God is there, God is there. And society is grateful to these people for reminding them that God is there. So as a token of gratitude, somebody will give them food, somebody will give them clothes. This is how they live. And they are attached only to God. Of course, today it has changed. Today it has become another form of begging. After the COVID and demonetization in India, everything went digital. So these people suffered because nobody has currency notes to give only. So nowadays they go with the bull and the bull has a QR code on its head. You can just Google for it. Just go and search online for bull with QR code, you will see. So if you don't have money, they just scan the code and transfer. Anyway, but these were not those times. So this Haridasa comes in my uncle's dream, and he comes to, don't worry, everything will be fine. That's all. And the dream is over, he wakes up in the morning. This is something that happens in an inexplicable manner. Why you are feeling happy, why you are feeling peaceful, you can't explain. It's just a dream. Yeah, but I am feeling very nice about it. I'm just feeling very peaceful, very reassured. Did the transfer get cancelled? No, but I'm feeling good. How can you explain that? He just felt good. 3 or 4 days later, he's returning from his office on his scooter, motorbike, yeah, it's a scooter. He's traveling and coming back. And on the way, there's one small Rama temple that exists even to this day. In front of the temporary pandal, like some poles and cloth and a small gathering of 50-60 people like this. And somebody is giving a talk like this. And all those 50-60 people are listening. So my uncle, as he's passing by, he just sees who's that. And his jaw drops to the floor. That Haridasa who came with the bull playing music is standing there and giving a talk. So he's like, whoa. Can you imagine that amazement? You see some stranger in your dream, and 2 days later the same stranger comes, you'll be like, whoa, what's happening? Like, it'll be a... So he just stopped his scooter, got down, like, this guy, I saw him in my dream. Is this guy only? There, you see, no? That guy. So he got down and he went and, like, who is this person? Who's Satya Sai Baba? Ah, okay. So what he is? No, they say there's one Shirdi Sai Baba, they say he's part 2 of that. Oh, okay. This is some basic introduction he got. He didn't remember anything what he was speaking because he was just too wonderstruck. He was just like awestruck. He was like, this is crazy. I didn't know this guy. And don't worry. That time he was with a bull and he's talking. This is friend. This is amazing. Where does he stay in Bangalore? Where he stays? In Puttaparthi. Where is Puttaparthi? In Andhra Pradesh. So he reached back home and he was like, my God, something phenomenal has happened. Okay. So he said, you know what I'll do? I'm going to go to Puttaparthi. I'll meet this guy and ask him to help me because he said he's God, he does this and all that. I don't know about his miracles. At least let him cancel my transfer. That was his desire. So he went to Puttaparthi. There hardly any people. He got called in for an interview. Swami to him one-on-one. He went inside. Before he could open his mouth, Satya Sai Baba, this man who came in his dream, repeats almost similar word what he told in his dream. He tells him, you are worried about being transferred. You want to stay in Bangalore always? Yes, Swami, I want to stay in Bangalore always. You will stay in Bangalore always, don't worry. Okay. What do you want? Ask. What I want? Nothing. This is what I wanted to ask. Cool now, nothing. I want nothing else in life. And that's it. Got over, he came back to Bangalore. His transfer got cancelled, stayed in Bangalore in the 60s, 70s, 80s. 2015, we were in Puttaparthi by now. Me, my parents, and my uncle who was in his 80s. He felt, hey, I also want to come and stay in Puttaparthi. So sure, he tried, he could not. He died in Bangalore. And then I remembered, oh my God. He had told Swami, I want to stay in Bangalore always. And he stayed. So beware of what you pray. Because God will grant it. And then a time will come when you realize that I didn't want that. No, it's too late. You asked for it, I gave it. That's why you'll feel the 10th grade, whatever, that marks are most important. Only till you go to the next grade. When I'm introduced as Swami's photographer, who wrote books, who does blogs, Swami's storyteller. Nobody tells us I'm a graduate. Nobody tells I'm a gold medalist. Some places they'll tell that also. But nobody tells that I got top rank. Nobody tells. Nobody tells that I cleared first grade. But when I was in 5th grade, everyone made me believe that my marks in 5th grade are going to be life defining. Nothing, don't worry at all. Study without getting tense. They are not life defining. It's nice, it's a good practice, good training, that's all. We know it. We know that what we studied has no relation to what I am working. And yet we tell our children, study, this is most important. This is not most important. It's most important to know that we are seeking happiness in life, and happiness doesn't come from anything in the world. This is the young age, so that the child can focus on what gives happiness. We assume that money gives happiness despite knowing that money won't give happiness, and tell the child you should earn. So much is there, and yet look at that. How that second richest man in Malaysia must have felt. I don't know who he is, and he must be getting hiccups. I'm thinking of him so much. But his son said, I don't care, I don't want this. He must have wondered, what is it that you want then? Like, this is a gift, everybody would have felt it's amazing. But that's what it is. This is how God show what is permanent, what is. So that was how my family had got introduced to Swami, and ever since his photograph has been in the altar. And I was like, Dad, I want to see him. Why you didn't take me till now? And sure, we'll go. Oh, let's go. So I went and saw him. Very nice. He's coming walking. He's collecting letters. I also want to write a letter. So I wrote a letter. Dear Swami, I'm sorry, you're God, but my dad didn't tell me so far. I'm so happy to know that you're there. So, I don't remember what else. I just wrote whatever I wanted. This is God. Who gets to write a letter to God? I wrote to God. But within a year of that, my father got transferred to Bombay. And we had to shift to Bombay. So Bombay is far away from both Puttaparthi and Bangalore. So again, I was physically far away from Darshan, and I was not going for Darshan anymore. In Bombay, I remember I had one of my first experiences where, by now what had happened is I had made my own altar in my room. So, I used to love worshipping and lighting agarbatti because my father used to do it. See, that is the importance of parents doing nice, good things. Because the children will come to love whatever the parents do. The children adore their parents. In fact, there was an experiment done wherein they called people and asked them, what is your dream date? Whether you are married or not married, whether you are in your 60s or 30s or 40s, no problem. With whom would you love to have a dinner with? Anybody, dead or alive, past or present. So everybody named Michael Jordan, sports stars, film stars, politicians, powerful people, different people, they are all named. And they have collated all their answers. Next what they did is, they got the little kids. And these little kids were asked, which is your best lunch that you would like to have with? All under 8, under 9, under 7 years of age. Each and every one of them said, either father or mother. Father, mother, father, mother. And when this was shown to the parents, they just broke down. You know what? You have your heroes and heroines in the world. But for the kid, the hero is father and mother. Just along the way, it got changed. We can't control that, but as long as we are the heroes, let's give them things worthy to follow. And one of the greatest, I think, is to foster faith in God. So I was in Bombay, and as I said, I was doing this. I had my altar. So before in my altar, there used to be Ganesha, the elephant-faced god, then Shiva, then Krishna, and here the lamp, and here the agarbatti. So the fire and the smoke. Then what happened is, when my dad told about Swami, so next to Shiva, Swami also came. He also got introduced into my altar. But after 2-3 darshans, when he took my letter, he was so sweet, so nice. I liked him so much. So he moved inside, and within 2 months, he moved up the rankings, and he was now the center. So Swami was here and Ganesha and Shiva there. And it's fine. All the smoke and light is for Swami. So that's how it happened. From not being in my altar to being a part of my altar to being the center of my altar. That's what happened. And in this time we moved to Bombay. And Bombay is a place where, place is a premium. Your homes are all small. So I had no space for an altar and all that. So what I did is, like when we have a curtain, on top of the curtain there's a wooden pelmet, like a small platform to which the rod goes and curtain is hung. So on top of that I made the altar. So I will climb onto a stool, a chair, the table, and on top I'll do my puja. So this was going on. Then one day I had a dream in which I'm walking on the road and first time I'm seeing Swami in my dream. And I was like so happy to see Swami in the dream. He comes and he held my wrist. He held it so tight that it became. And in the dream I'm in pain. I'm like, and then he leaves my hand and he walks away. I'm thinking, what kind of a guy you are? You just came here hurt me and walked away. So I woke up next morning. I went and told my mom, I had a dream. She said, oh wow, blessed. I said, no, not blessed enough. Because he came and hurt. She said, no, that's a blessing only. My mother told it's a blessing. I'm like, how can it be a blessing? It's a blessing. Okay, fine. So anyway, is it paining now? No, it's not paining. It's just a dream, no, so don't worry. Okay. So I went about my day, I had my bath and of course my altar. So I climbed onto the stool, I climbed onto the chair, I went onto the thing and I'm doing my altar. At that time, my sister wanted to do something else. Without telling me, she took the chair and went off. Okay. So and I stepped back. Like usually in the cartoons, till they realize that there's nothing down, they're able to walk in the air. Like, they walk and then they fall. But in real life, it's not like that. So I straight fell down and had a bad fall right on my right wrist. And it was aching like so crazy, and they took to the doctor and the doctor said, oh, you know what? Luckily, there's no fracture in the wrist. And my mother said, see, that is what Swami did. I said, what? He held your hand right, that's why it didn't break. Oh, I said, oh, yeah, man, that's correct. Yeah, the same hand. Like, man, this is amazing, this God. He's sitting somewhere there. He's coming in dream and stopping all this. That was the beginning of my journey, because while I felt thrilled, also the question came as to why this much. He could have stopped fully, if he knew. He could have stopped my sister from pulling the chair, or he could have made me see the chair. Why all this? Why? Because after that, one more day I had a dream in which Swami came and told, super, don't go to school tomorrow. I got up in the morning and said, Mom, Swami told don't go to school. She didn't believe me. Right, tell the truth. I said, no, really? He told not to go to school. See, if you don't want to go to school, just say that. No, really, Swami told don't go to school. Fine, then stay at home. I'm like, wow, cool God. Like these things you should tell more. But by afternoon, I developed a fever. And it became much high. And by evening, I was confirmed chicken pox. I had got chicken pox. Then my mom said, see, that's why if you had gone to school, you would have spread it to so many other children also. Good you stayed back. See, that is how Swami blesses. I was like, if he knew why he didn't stop the chicken pox. Why get me the chicken pox and stop other? This is love for other children, not for me. But that was the beginning of the journey. The journey with God is not about getting all the answers. It's about asking the questions. Because don't worry, you will discover. Today I'm very happy, I know. I'm happy with my answers and I have no complaints. But my journey began with questions. I had some amazing experience. But why? Because it's stepwise. You can't directly teach quantum mechanics to children. Those who have studied science know that the latest model of the atom that's accepted is the quantum mechanical model. But even now, in 6th grade or 5th grade, we are taught an atom is like a nucleus in the center with electrons going around. Bohr's model of it. You have learned it, right? It's wrong. It's wrong. But they will still teach. I said, what crazy these fellows are. You're teaching a wrong model. Yeah, because you see in 3 years they tell that is wrong. Then why did you teach me? Because without understanding that, you won't understand this. It's an evolution. You have to learn the wrong thing to know the right thing. Oh, okay. Because really, when you come to quantum mechanical model, you will wish that the Bohr's theory was right, because that's simpler, easier to understand. With God also it's like that. it happens that you may have to learn something which are wrong at that particular point in time. That is why we have these fights. We are all looking at it from different views. I'll sit and say, that's a 6. That guy will tell, no, that's a 9. If from his angle, it's a 9 only. But for me, it's a 6. I'm like, are you blind? Can't you see it's a 6? I think you are blind, it's a 9. Both are correct. If we go and understand from each other's perspectives. But that's okay. But it has to begin. It began like that. And I'm not going through, this is not an autobiographical speech, so I will not go through all the experiences. But my questions evolved, my understanding evolved. And I reached a stage that this is God. Because I don't know, I have not seen God. But I've heard of all the qualities of God. And this guy seems to have all of that. He's very loving, he's very compassionate, he's able to read my mind, he's able to help me when I need. And yeah, everything that I ask him, I am convinced. That's it. So, if the God is there, this is the form. Like, you are worshipping Ganesha. What did Ganesha do for you? But nothing has done, no? What did he do? Still you are putting and did Aarti for him and all that. This guy has done for me, man. He's helped me, so why not I do Aarti for him? This was how it was. Why I developed this was because in my school and other places, people would ask, what is this God? How is he your God? So I would tell, how is Krishna your God? He was with, what do you know? They tell, what, you don't believe in Krishna? No, I believe whether I believe or not. I want to know, why do you believe? Huh? You believe because your mother told or your father told, that's all, right? I believe because my mother and father told, that's all. Simple as that. But I have also got my experiences. Did you get Ganesha's dream anytime? No. I've got Swami's dream. Huh? Did Ganesha break your leg stop your leg from breaking? He stopped my hand from breaking. So I had experiences, and that's what it is. Once you get your experience right, it doesn't matter what anybody says. Because my experience is my experience. The idea is to get that experience. So it evolved. Soon it became an urge that I want to get into Swami's school and college. Because you get to see him every day. That was my desire, and yes, it took a long time, long journey. This part I'll fast forward, I'll skip the chapters because I just want to give you little bit tidbits and taste. 4 years I studied in a Satyasai school in Kerala. There were many more experiences and incidents. Finally, in 1998, I joined Swami's school at Puttaparthi, the Sri Satyasai Higher Secondary School. Yeah, that's because I was blocking the speaker and then move it come. Yeah. So when I joined the Sri Satyasai Higher Secondary School, so there again it started. By now, no, it was not about me wanting any miracles because I know this God. Now I want to get near to him, I want to get dear to him, I want to talk with him, I want to interact with him. That was my, what can I do? So every night, different students would be, not different students, all the students would be given a sheet of paper, ruled, means with lines, and told that whichever name of God you like, you write. If you like Ganesha, Om Ganeshaya Namaha, Om Shri Sai Ram, whatever you like, you write. Every day write for 10 minutes. So I used to write, I love you Swami, I love you Swami, I love you Swami. It's not any name. I felt it was nice. I used to enjoy writing. I love you Swami, I love you Swami. Then I saw that they are coming and like assignments collecting it back. I didn't want to give mine because very personal what I have written there. So I just kept it. I didn't submit. So every time this would happen. Then I got to know that all of these pages would be offered to Swami. In fact, if you go to the ashram, when you are leaving the ashram, you ask for some vibhuti prasad. They'll give you vibhuti packets. They will be in pieces of paper in which Om Shri Sai Ram is written. That's how it is used. Also, inside Prashantiyam there is one Hanuman statue, small idol. So when Swami installed that, underneath that idol, they put so many pages of this Om Shri Sai Ram. It's very symbolic that this is not resting on cement, it is resting on the name of God level. So everybody's efforts would be used in these lofty manner, but my efforts would be lying in my cupboard because I because I didn't submit. I didn't submit because I didn't write Om Shri Sara. So I thought, you know what I'll do? When I go to Darshan tomorrow, everybody is offering letters. I will offer this to Swami. And I need not wait for them to collect and offer one. I will offer it up directly. One. So I took one in which I had written the most neat one. Oh, I love you, Swami. I love you, Swami. Like that. I folded it. I thought, let me offer it to Swami. And I said, Swami, see, Swami, you should receive this because this is not a letter. It's my heart that I'm offering. So I want you to take it from me today. I'm offering my heart to you. I want you to accept it. But I didn't get to sit in the front line. I was sitting in the middle. So there was a group of students and I was sitting somewhere in the middle there. How will I give? Because even if Swami comes and stretches his hand and I stretch my hand, it's still very far away. It won't. How can I give up? But I was like, Swami, I don't know how. But you have to take today, Swami. Because this is not a letter. This is my heart. Yes. I'm giving my heart to you. So Swami came. He walked around. Didn't come near me. Didn't take my heart. Just went in. I was disappointed. I was thinking, Swami, this is not fair, Swami. You hear me, right? Whatever I speak, you can hear, right? You know how important this is. Then how can you do this to me? Even as I'm thinking all this, Swami comes out again. Look, wow. He comes walking slowly, gently, swaying, the breeze going through his hair, and those hair, no, it would be like clouds, they'll be. He's walking and walking, he's coming. He comes, he's so near yet so far because he can't. And then suddenly he does this. Just does this. Like how the Red Sea parted for Moses, right? Everybody parts and makes a path. That's when I got to know that Swami does this often. Like instead of walking in the standard established paths, he will just make a path where he wants. And he'll cut through. So a path was made and now I was in the first line of that newly made path. And Swami came walking. And I was like, wow, man. God is coming for me. And I'm looking at the people who are sitting and thinking, you don't have no idea how lucky you are. Because of me, he's coming and you are getting blessed, because you happen to sit next to me. So he came walking straight to me and I offered that and he accepted my heart. Wow! I was convinced. I said, this is it. I'm such a great devotee. I pray and the Lord responds. Dhruva, Prahlada and all, they took years and centuries of me. Just came like that. And as he's walking, I thought I'll touch his feet. I touched his feet, closed my eyes, and then he was gone. He walked ahead. Something fell on my hand. I saw Swami had dropped a piece of paper. No, not a piece of paper. He had dropped. Yeah, my heart. He just thrown it down and walked away. Here my heart is being thrown and all of you are laughing. What kind of story? I was like really shocked. I was like, Swami. Oh God. Then at that moment I thought, oh God, this is because I said I'm a great devotee. Oh God, no. No, Swami, I'm not a great devotee, you're a great God. It's your love that you did it, please, oh God. But I really wanted to offer this to you, Swami. Please, how can you do this? Swami, it's okay. I'm egoistic. I did the wrong thing. But don't you have the love? How could you do it, Swami? You know clearly, I told it's not a letter, it's my heart. And you threw my heart away. What God, Swami, you are? Please, see, I'm telling you, unknown to me it has evolved. Praying to God, oh God, I will do this 5 times, get me marks. We think like that. Oh Lord, I will offer 3 incense sticks and 4 coconuts. Swami would tell you, think God is a businessman? That too a foolish businessman? Huh? You want to get $10,000 and you'll offer 4 coconuts. He knows your 4 coconuts worth only $15. I'll give you $1,000, 1,000 coconuts, give me $1,000. Not only do you think God is a businessman, you think he's a foolish businessman. But that's what it is. So I'm like, Swami, forget it. You're not a businessman, right? I'm offering with all my love. I'm so sorry for what I did, Swami, but you should take my heart. This is what I'm thinking. Swami went ahead. He walked out of that group of students, and the path was still existing because it had not yet closed. He went near a person who was sitting there, spoke to him, and waved his hand like that and materialized vibhuti. Now, whenever Swami would create vibhuti like that and give it to the devotee, so when he takes it and he distributes it, so he'll be giving 25% here, 10% there, 5% there, he'll distribute to different people. So because of that, his 3% will remain on his fingers. So we had the opportunity that anybody who has a white kerchief can, like a white handkerchief, you can run and offer it to Swami. So you can help him wipe his hands. That's just the explanation. The idea is when he wipes, that 3% will come onto the handkerchief, neatly fold it, keep it, go put it and put it in a glass frame and yeah, that's how altars and things are made, right? When I had been to Sri Lanka, there was a Buddha's tooth temple. So somebody has managed to get a tooth of Buddha, and the temple there is 20 billion times the size of the tooth. Huge temple. 30,000 people will be waiting to get in. So like that only, I thought of Swami's handkerchief. I can also make one. Swami's handkerchief. This is the idea. Everybody wants to treasure a piece of Swami. That's how it is, right? Imagine if we get the Buddha's nail or Krishna's hair. How amazing it will be. So this is Swami's vibhuti, right? Actually not meant for me, but I managed to because I helped him to wipe his hand. So I had a handkerchief that day, and as Swami materialized, I ran with my handkerchief and I gave it to him. And he wiped his hand. And usually what would happen is you go running to Swami and you kneel down beside him and you offer it like this. He'll pick the handkerchief. He's still talking to the devotee. He'll just wipe and he'll throw, and you're just waiting because you don't want it to fall on the floor. And you neatly see where the vibhuti mark is, fold it in and keep it in your pocket. And once Swami goes ahead, whoever got vibhuti, you give them pieces of paper so that they can take it back home. Otherwise if they keep it on their hand, once Swami goes, the devotees will loot them. Like little, they can apply, and till nothing will be left on it. 2 layers of skin also will be gone. So now I'm waiting. Before I can give the paper, I'm waiting for him to throw. So now I'm telling this in slow motion. So I'm waiting to see where he'll throw, and he's wiping. I'm waiting and he's wiping, and I'm waiting, he's wiping. What I didn't realize is as he's wiping, he's looking at me. I'm not looking at him. I'm so lost at the handkerchief. And then instead of giving me the handkerchief, he just patted me. He patted me on my shoulder, and then I looked up because I was kneeling down. And he's pointing and telling, give. He's pointing to my heart. And I felt, Swami, you want my that. Oh yeah, my letter. And I gave it to him. He took it. Then he gave me the handkerchief and he walked on. Oh, I was so amazed because it became such a memorable thing. He not only took my letter, like I really felt he's asking for my heart because my pocket was on my left side and he pointed and some. I was like, oh, Swami, you want my heart? Like just now because that's what it is. I've been crying for that and he asked that. So this is how. It was no longer about Swami having to prove to me that he is God. It was about, Swami, show me that you love me. I want to get close to you. I want to know that whatever I am telling you, are listening here. So I used to always feel, Swami, I can tell anything because he's listening. He knows. I'll tell you one more example. How he used to listen. One of the first time that Swami spoke to me was when he called me mental hospital. Mental hospital. And I felt so happy. Like if somebody comes and tells, he called you mental hospital. Did he call you anything? No. He called me. He spoke. Doesn't matter what he spoke. That's how it is. That's how you treasure a thing. You feel so awesome about it. And that's what I have noticed, with Swami. He used to give nicknames and call people. He'll call them whatever and they'll be just happy with it. He'll see a tall person, hey giraffe, you come here. Oh yes. He's so happy. Hey you dwarf. He'll call somebody, dwarf. First of all, Swami is only 5 feet, okay? And he'll call somebody else, hey you dwarf. That guy will go and he'll be so happy. Dwarf. Some buffalo. Because somebody will fat so. I think that is the power of love. Like Anything you call, I feel it a privilege to be called like that. So I used to be very happy when he used to call me mental hospital. I think this was, yeah, so I had my biology exam coming up, and for biology exam we had some 4 chapters that we had to study, and I was sitting on the lawns there, and I was studying. I saw some of my classmates playing on the lawns. There was a water hose pipe. They were taking and hosing each other with water, and I felt like going and playing. Especially when exams are there, you feel like playing even more. It'll happen. Normal days it's okay, but when exam is there, no, you just, like, later on I remember I used to get up in the morning to study for college, and as I'm studying, I look out, the sun is rising, and I feel how beautiful is the sunrise. Wow, orange sun. Like, you get poetic. You feel, what is this I'm doing? Instead of admiring sunrise, I have to let this exam get over, man. I'm going to sit and admire nature. But you know what, once the exam gets over, I'm not even, sunrise has happened, Arvind rise has not yet happened. Because I'm knocked off. But it happens. You tend to get more distracted when you're supposed to concentrate. So I went and started playing with them. And then I realized that, oh my God, I've got to study. So I came back to study, and again as I'm studying, again they're playing, again I got tempted. And this happened 2-3 times, where I'm wanting to, I would just request everyone to just quickly check their phones once again and silence it in case you're not silenced. Let us not discover that you have not silenced it 5 minutes later. So, once in Swami's presence, Dr. A.N. Safaya, he was the director of the super specialty hospital. So, Swami had come to inaugurate the screening block in super specialty hospital in 2008. So, when he came there, before Swami could arrive, he came and said, see, all of you who are seated here, let us not disturb Swami. Kindly turn your mobiles into silent mode right now. Check it right now. Yes, you also madam, you also sir, please open, check it, make it. He told them. And when Swami came, and Swami sitting on the side, he started beeping. His own phone. He forgot to silence his phone. So he took it, Swami is talking, he's so tense. This is what he literally did. He tried 2-3 times, he didn't. Then he looked, hey, and he threw his phone. Threw his phone, like, So, anyway, that is what it is. So here, coming back to the story, basically I could not concentrate on my studies, and I thought, what is this? I mean, if at this rate I will not be able to study. So I said, okay, Swami, I promise you, I will read at least 2 chapters before lunch. If I don't read 2 chapters, I won't go for lunch. And I thought that because of my promise to Swami, it will motivate me to ensure that I complete 2 chapters. But again, I got tempted, I started playing, and I didn't know how time passed, and the bell started ringing. The bell for lunch. It's time for lunch now. And it's quite strict in the hostel. If you go 15 minutes late for lunch, they will tell you that you are 3 hours early for dinner. So basically you won't get lunch. So I'm like, oh God, I've got only 15 more minutes now. 2 chapters. What should I do? Arvind, you promised Swami, sit, don't go for lunch. Okay. Hey Arvind, listen. If you don't eat lunch, you won't be able to study. Go. So the 2 voices. They show it in cartoons also. One voice will come with a halo and wings, white in color. The other will be red with horns with a tail. And one will tell, you should not do like this. The other will tell, hey, listen, you do this. It's nice in cartoons. In real life, they don't come like that. You can't make out which is angel, which is devil. Both will speak normally. That is the problem. That's why we are not able to decide. If I know angel, hey, you are angel, you are the devil, you get out and listen to you. We can do that. But in real life, Arvind, you have told Swami, so you sit and read. Other one is saying, Arvind, you won't be able to study if you don't eat. Hunger will kill you. Go eat. Tell me. Tell me which is angel, which is devil. So when this voice said that hunger will kill you, go and eat. Other voice said, no Arvind. Swami told you. You promised Swami. So sit and read. Then the other voice said, see, Swami has the love of 1,000 mothers. Will any mother be happy If the child goes hungry, go have your food, it's okay. Arvind, you promised Swami, sit and read. Listen. You started. See, for Swami, the intention matters more than the actual action. What is your intention? Your intention is you want to study, right? Yeah. So keep that intention strong. Quickly have lunch and come and then study. Okay. And this one's done. No? This lawyer is telling, Arvind, you promised Swami, study. Like, come on, man, these are giving so many variety arguments. You come up with something else, no, you're going on telling the same thing. Finally, this voice says, okay, listen. What did you tell Swami? You told Swami you will read 2 chapters. You didn't tell you will study 2 chapters. Correct? So quickly read it, just read it and finish it. And then go and have, nice. What are you telling lawyer? This lawyer is telling, Arvind, you promised Swami. Hey, that's what I also told. Okay, I promise I'm doing fine. I felt this is fine, this is correct. So in 10 minutes I just read through, nothing went in my head, but it went, I read it at least. I told I'll read, and I went, had lunch. And I came back and studied. I saw, I felt it's all fine. So that evening when I went for darshan, this is important because Swami made it clear which is the angel and which is the devil. Okay. So when I went to Mandir to have darshan, Swami came, and when he was coming near me, again he looked into a mental hospital. He turned to one person and said, take him, put him in mental hospital. I felt very happy. Swami is able to see Swami. I'm a special guy for Swami, that's enough. And Swami walked. After walking some 3-4 steps, he stopped. He turned, and to that person whom he had told, right, to take me to mental hospital, to him Swami said, and when you admit him there, don't give him food to eat. And Swami walked on. And then I realized, so now I know. Because people often ask, says, God is present in each and every one as the voice of the conscience, your heart. It will tell you what should be done. So we often say, how do I know which is my heart and which is my mind? So based on this experience, I feel the heart is a boring voice. It's not an exciting voice. It will tell you to do the right thing. It will not give any reasons. It is the right thing, that's all. The mind now will give many varieties. How about this? You can do this because of this, all this, no, the mind will do. The heart will just not do this. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. Why I should know you? So, heart will choose the selfless option. It requires courage to follow the heart. It will not give you various reasons. It will continue to bug you silently, monotonously. But guess what? Follow the mind and do it. Probably the whole world will come and tell you did the right thing, smart thing, good thing. But you won't be able to sleep at night. You'll just feel uncomfortable. It's some kind of, I don't know. And we tell, I don't know what, I'm not getting sleep. I'll take some pills or follow your heart. The world will tell you you're a bloody fool. No problem. I'll sleep peacefully at night. That is the power of following God. Following the God within. So, all these things started happening as a discovery for me. Which is the true purpose why we have been given life. Why have we been given a life? You know? Swami would say, the purpose is to find out who you are. Who am I? I know I am Arvind. No, Arvind is just a name that has been given to this body. When you were born, you are not Arvind. Okay, Arvind, I'm this 5 feet 8 inches frame. That's me. Okay, so assume this is me. 100% Arvind. Here. You cut off my hand. Throw it off. Now, am I 90% Arvind or 100% Arvind? You are 100% Arvind. How? I have lost 10% of my body. If I lose 8 kilos, am Am I now 93% Aravind or 100% Aravind? What if you chop off both my hands and legs? No, you're still Aravind. How? That means I'm not this body. When I die, till now I'm telling, when my father passed away, he was in the ICU and I was like, Dad, 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 Dad. Then the doctor came and said, Dad's no more. And yeah, get the body. Where are we taking the body now? The body, that's your father. He's there. Same thing is there. No longer you're calling it father. Why? The father left. What left? The whole thing is here only. So, who is the father? Who am I? Oh yeah, what left then? What is it that is left? Swami, about that. It's not about getting a theoretical answer from the books. You have to experience that answer, and Swami would say, once you experience that answer, you will not be affected by the ups and downs of life. You will have complete, absolute peace. Total peace. Complete peace. That's what that master in Kung Fu Panda keeps wanting, right? Total peace, total peace. What is the complete peace? Keep trying for it. But that is what life is, because that is what we want in life. I want happiness and peace. And I'm going everywhere. I travel countries, I do things, I go to professions, I earn money. So this begins with this journey of questioning and asking. That is why the spiritual path is necessary. To be happy, we need it. Swami would say very simply, he would say, this is my phone. He would not tell phone because that time phone was not there. He used to have a handkerchief. Swami tells, this is my handkerchief. It means handkerchief is separate from me. I mean, when I say this is my handkerchief, am I a handkerchief? No. When I say this is my tumbler, you would have a glass. This is my glass. That means glass is separate from me. I am not the glass. So also when you say this is my body, that means you are not the body. Because body belongs to you. And in fact, philosophically also, this is how it's explained. The closest that we can come to experiencing who we are when we sleep. See, there are 4 different states. It is when we are awake. This is what we know. Second is dream state. When we go to sleep but we are dreaming. I am seeing myself in India, next moment in America. I can do miracles in my dreams. Phenomenal miracles I can do. Very simple it is. And I don't know how you can do it. I can. Simple. But that time the mind is active. That's why when I get too much dreams, I say, oh, I had a disturbed sleep. Then comes the third stage. The third stage is a deep sleep state. Deep sleep state means not only is the body out, the mind is also out. Correct? The mind is shut off. The brain is shut off. Everything is shut off. Only the heart is beating, that's all. Correct? That is why when you are in deep sleep, somebody comes and tells you, Arvind, you are a fool. Arvind, you are a fool. Next day when I meet that guy, hey Sairam, how are you Sairam? I will not tell you called me fool, I know. I have no clue. My senses are out, my mind is out, everything. Yeah. Possibly I am just snoring, that's all. I am disturbing others, but I am at peace. What do I tell? Yeah, I had a nice sleep. And Swami would say, stop. You are telling you had a nice sleep. Who had a nice sleep? Because your body was knocked off, your mind was off, your senses were off. Who is telling that you had a good sleep? Who was aware that you are having a nice sleep? That is you. Anyway, that is for each one to discover. But what I am trying to tell is, unknown, unconsciously, because of that first right step taken in the direction of I want God, I love God, God is important, all other things automatically happen. It's very important that at a young age you go in the correct direction. From Bangalore to Kuala Lumpur, 100 miles away from Kuala Lumpur, if my plane takes a 3-degree detour, I will land up 100 miles away from Kuala Lumpur. But if from Bangalore my flight takes a 3-degree detour, I will land up in Russia or Antarctica, depending on which side the detour it took. So that is why early in age, very important to put on the right direction and then go ahead in this direction. Yes, it is important, this education, this earning money, yeah. You don't have to think about your body and you can focus on the real important goal of life. That's all it is. Don't make earning money an obsession. Don't make taking care of the body an obsession. Yes, keep your body healthy. Do some exercise. Do some yoga. Don't start changing the shape of your lip, shape of your nose, hair. Simply obsession with the body. It's like putting stickers on the car and all. See, car's main role is to take you from point A to point B. It feels good, you put on the air conditioner. Imagine I'll give you two cars. One car has the most comfortable seat, the most awesome air conditioner, the best music system, superb music. Only thing is it's not having an engine. The other car has got two rods for a seat, one steering wheel and an engine, that's it. Isn't it? Because I have to reach. The goal of the car ultimately is to other things are just add-ons. This is some bonus. Okay, music system is there, great. Power windows are there, superb. Air conditioning is there, nice. But all of that without this is no use at all. So too in life, I need to sustain the body. If I've got a big house, very nice. If I've got comfortable clothes, nice. If I can enjoy something, nice. But that is not the. That is what we have to remember, and this is what happened as I was in college. And it went on, and I finally reached a level where I felt I need not ask God for anything. Because there is so much love that unasked He'll provide. If I ask no, maybe I'll ask for something foolish like my uncle. I want to stay in Bangalore later. Like, there was one shopkeeper. They say it's a story that on Children's Day, he would open up his shop and open up the toffee bottle and tell any child who comes can take how much ever toffee they want. Put your hand and how much ever you want, you take. So that day the children rushed to his shop, this uncle's shop, and everybody put their hand and grabs as many toffees as they can. But there's one boy, very decent. He will not do it, but he just stand. And the uncle said, come boy, take. No, it's alright. No, you should take. No, it's alright. Finally, what does the shopkeeper do? He calls and tells you, come here, you take. And the shopkeeper gives him the chocolates and the boy takes. And everybody tells this boy, very well behaved boy. Very decent. How he was like that? He was no. See, if I put my hand and take, now I'll get only 5 toffees. Uncle's hand is very big. When he finally gives me, I get 20 toffees. That uncle only. And I read this. This is what happened to me when I grew up there. I just felt I don't want to ask him anything. Because when and I realized that also, my dad one day called me. This was in 2009, something like that. He called me and he said, Aravind, I'm being taken to the hospital. I had a heart attack. And then he said, then I asked what happened. They said, no, they say there's blockage here and they need to operate, they need to put a stent, so they're taking me in. I was like, Dad, no, wait. Don't go in for an operation. Why? Because I want to ask Swami. That time I had a chance to ask Swami. So I said, I'll ask Swami. I said, okay. Just 2 more hours when the darshan will be there. So he told the doctors to hold on, wait. So when I got a chance in the evening, luckily I got a chance, I rose up, Swami was there. I told Swami, Dad had a heart attack. I said, heart attack? It's some gastric trouble, that's all. I said, Swami, the doctor said that they have to put a stent and like I was thinking the doctors will know, right, if it's gastric trouble, they will not take him in for a stent and all that. No, it's just stomach, that gas, it'll be fine. That's all it was. So I called up my dad. And I told him, you come to Puttaparthi. We have a hospital over here. In case something happens, you can be. Because Swami is telling you about gastric trouble. But I feel the doctor, my dad also knows like that, he's full faith. Oh, then I'll go to office. I said, no, wait. Don't go to office. The doctors are told you need a stent. You come to Puttaparthi. Catch a flight and come. The doctor there said, no, flight is not advised at all. But I want him to come fast. So he traveled by flight. He came to Puttaparthi. And next day, I took a room for him in the ashram when he came, and we were in the room. Suddenly my dad got up and he was like, and he collapsed on the bed. He got scared, and an emergency ambulance came, took him to the hospital, and the doctor said he had an attack. I was like, man, so Swami, my dad got a heart attack. No, that's what our doctor said. How the doctor? No, it's not an attack. Swami, but he's in hospital. Okay. Left at that. So the doctor said, now we have to check up what. So they have to explore. They will make a cut on the thigh, and they will go in to see what is the problem or what do they. So they were going to do that to my dad. So I was there outside the procedure only, in the operating theatre. So I am standing outside the operation theatre. At that time, one of the brothers, Brother Satyajit, who with Swami like a personal attendant and help Swami. Help Swami is just the way the world sees it. It's a great opportunity he got. He called me up. And when I picked the call, he said, Arvind, is your father inside the operating theatre? I said, yeah, how do you know? No, Swami told me. Okay. Swami told me to tell you, whatever medicine the doctors want, they can give, but don't do surgical procedure. But they are now inside. I don't know. Swami said, whatever medicine is fine, don't do surgical procedure. But brother, now, I don't know what Swami said, I am telling you, that's it. And he cut the call. So I don't know, what do I do? Within 5 minutes, the doctors came. Oh, okay, they called, they said, you can come in. What happened? Did you do the procedure? No, we were just diagnosing. And what was the diagnosis? There are blocks. There are a couple of blocks in Dad's heart. And a stent to open it up so that the blood flow can be proper. But these blocks are in such small ways that the risk of doing the surgery and risk of not doing the surgery and risk of doing surgery both are there. If you do surgery also, it's very thin and narrow way. But if you don't do surgery also, risk is there. So now the doctors, the experts, they're debating what is the next course of action. And the non-expert there, that is me, went and advised them and said, doctor, don't do surgery, just medicines, whatever, it's enough. And they looked at me like, who the hell are you? Then I told them, no, this is not my words. This is what Swami said. Oh, because they are Swami's hospital doctors, immediately from zero I became a hero. They were like, oh, okay, great. Super. So we want to do surgery? They said, no surgery. Oh, no surgery. We'll keep him under observation for 2-3 days and discharge him. Okay, we'll give some medicines, blood and such things. But we'll discharge him. I said, great. So no surgery was done to Dad. He stayed there for 2 days. And then he was fine and happy mood, chatting, and he taught bhajans to some nurses and so many things. When he was leaving, such a nice man, we miss you, like that and all. So he left. So I thought, no, before you. So he said, okay, so I'll go back to Bombay, then I'll leave you, wait. We'll get one blessing from Swami. What was first? It was heart attack, he said, gastric trouble. Like Swami is not diagnosing it properly. Now also he has told no need of surgery and all, and something happened like in my. So I told Dad, okay, you do one thing. How to make Swami look at my dad? This is all I'm thinking. So I asked the first line. But if Dad says in the first line, will Swami know that it is my dad? This is what happens. This is the beauty of the physical form. Just because he eats with us, talks to us, we'll think that he'll come in darshan. My dad, he won't even know. My dad won't get up. He'll be in full devotion like that. So I decided that I have a separate place to sit in the middle of the crowd, in the first line there with my dad. And I will draw Swami's attention. So during darshan when Swami came, hey, what are you doing here? Swami asked. I said, Swami, my dad. Your dad? Like, Swami also. And the beauty of Swami, what you think of him, he will be like that to you. You social reformer, he will be a social reformer for you. You think he is God, he will show you why he is God. Because he is a perfect mirror. Whatever you think, he will reflect that. I said, Swami, my dad. Oh, your dad, where's your dad? Swami, my dad. And my dad, sitting there and giving, I said, Dad, you come here, come fast. Come for. So he got up quickly and he came. And Swami, hey, he's a patient, don't hurry him, let him take time. So my dad came from Namaskar. So dad took Namaskar. Then Swami said, see when Swami, what can happen to your heart? Nothing will happen. I got a photo of that. Swami pointed to his heart and said nothing will happen. And then Swami gave him one vibhuti packet. I also said, Swami, I used to take Namaskar. I also got free along with him. Buy one, get one free kind of like. And I took that. And that's it. My dad said, okay, I'm going to go back to Bombay. He went back to Bombay. 2022 December, my father passed on because of liver cancer. But for those 13 years that he stayed after 2009, one bit of trouble from the heart. Not one bit. The heart is perfectly fine. That's when I realized logic doesn't make sense with God. Hospitals have said it's a cardiac thing, we need to do surgery, and Swami saying because the power is there that if he tells it's a gastric trouble, it becomes a gastric trouble. That's why I've stopped asking anything from God. Just enjoy whatever he gives because it's for the best. That is my attitude in life. Just enjoy. He knows the best. That's it. 1 year later in 2010, right? It was time for, in India, important thing to find a groom for the girl. They were finding match for my sister. So pray to Swami, ask, and so in Darshan line, my mother met with another mother and she told I would already have a son and they fixed the match over there. They decided. So now, my parents told me that see there's this boy like this, I met in Darshan line and exchanged the horoscope and whatever they do and everything has matched. And so now we have decided to go and meet. I said, okay, do one thing. Dad and my sister, you go and meet the boy. If you are all happy, take a photo and send it to me. I will show it to Swami. If Swami says no, he will not proceed. That's all. Okay. And I wanted them to first tell yes because I don't like the no need, all these complications. Ask Swami. Okay. So they went to Bangalore, and I know that today parents and my sister will be meeting this boy. His name was Mahadevan. So okay, they'll be meeting Mr. Mahadevan and his family. And so after some time, my father called and said, hey, he's a good boy, family is good. I said, okay, then I'll ask Swami, send me a photo of his. So my dad sent me his photo. He was in a t-shirt and his hair was falling like this. I immediately disqualified sister's photo. She's in a yellow sari, standing so nicely oiled hair, bunch of jasmine flowers there. So perfect, like an upper looking like he walked out of some bar over there. Like, so I said, Dad, no, get me a better photo. So my dad went and asked him, and he wore jeans pant only, and it was a shirt, checked shirt, some black stripes with something it was, and hair little up, but still it's coming. And so again I wanted, Dad, you just shut up and show this photo. This is the photo. And this is how he looks. That's all it is. Okay, Swami knows everything. I mean, my father's faith is something. I mean, full faith here. Swami knows everything. You just show this. No, Dad, you don't understand. He looks so look proper now when you're presenting. Anyway, I thought, okay, I have no other option. I'll show this only. Nothing to lose, right? Okay. If Swami doesn't approve, I'll tell you, I told you so. I told you. Did a bad presentation, you messed it. Nothing. I am fine. Fine, you're final. Yeah. I almost had an argument with my dad. This is final. Yeah. do a little cleanup in Photoshop. I did, and not much you can't. Photoshop can enhance. Yeah, maybe I could have recreated. Back then I could not. So I took the print and again I got a phone call. This is my sister. Yeah, hey, actually what happened? Show a photo to Swami today. Yeah. And what are you going to tell? I'm not going to tell. I'm going to ask whether this is a good match. If do one thing, don't ask. Just tell Swami this is the match and bless. That's not the deal. We don't want to enforce what we want on him. He knows what is best, so we'll ask him. No, please don't ask. Just tell. Hey, you. Then me and my sister got into an argument. So, hey Shruti, you just give the phone to mom. No, mom is not here. Okay, give dad. So dad is not here. Where they? No, they are at home. Then where are you? I'm with Maha. Maha, who is Maha? Mahadevan has already become Maha. You're with Maha. So where are you? We're in Nandi Hills. Go like, I kind of like, what? Going to some romantic hill spot like that. What is this place? I don't know, yeah, like, anyway, now my sister has told, so I'm fully confused. I went and sat in darshan line. And as Swami came, I put my right, well beaten is half done. Yes, I got. Immediately took my sister's photo, kept it aside. A disqualifying photo like that. And looking at it, I tried to mark it. I said, Swami, his mother is bhajan singer. He's Balvika's SSC student. Don't go by looks, he's a good guy actually. Marketing. So what he told the girl, Swami, what did the boy tell the girl? Swami, if it's a blessing and what boy told the girl? Swami, I thought if you bless, we will. Boy told girl, that's all. And he went off. What boy told girl? But one thing pleasant, what did the boy tell the girl? So I called up my mom after that and said, Mom, I showed photos and Swami blessed. No, Swami, he didn't approve. No, he didn't negate it also. He asked me what boy told the mom. I don't know. Oh. No, when you were all meeting, what? He didn't tell anything to Shruti. Okay. Dad, what? Okay. So now we go back to Shruti only. I called her and said, you're back from Nandi Hills? Yeah, we're on the way. What happened, yeah? Tell me what happened. What did he tell you? That is why I told you like that. What he told you? Yeah, we went there, and he just stopped the car, he got out, he had such a beautiful, got onto his knees and he proposed and I was so taken aback. I just said yes. And then and we both were so happy. We said we'll come back and tell. And then I suddenly remembered you're going to ask Swami. So I wanted to tell you, don't ask, you just tell. Oh, that is why, you know what Swami told me? Swami asked me, what did boy tell the girl? Oh, this is what he told you. He told that he wants to marry you and he proposed. So all this has already happened there. Nobody knew. And so yeah, they have been happily married now for 15 years. They got married in 2010. But this is what I say. This is what I realized that, hey, why do I even bother about anything? It's all happening on autopilot. God knows everything. He'll take care of everything. I have reached that stage now. I don't ask anything from him because he knows better. And even when something bad happens, I tell him, no, this is not bad, this is good only. Because if it was bad, he won't have allowed it to happen. So many times it has happened like that. My dad had a kidney stone. And the doctor said we need to operate immediately. Those stones are painful for dad. So please proceed and operate on him. Kind of blood pressure patient. On that day, his BP and sugar shot up levels. And the doctor said, no, we can't operate like this. It is very dangerous. I said, okay, fine. We'll do it within a day after. Not day after. Then 1 month he has to show discipline and control. 1 month after that we'll check HbA1c, we'll know his long-term blood sugar control. If that is fine, then after 1 month we will consider. So for the 1 month, yeah, he has bled. Oh, and my dad used to get such pain. He'll be holding his back. He'll take relief spray and put it. No use. Kidney stone, is tremendously painful. By changing position, by applying balm, nothing won't go. It's like delivery pain. Nothing will stop that. They say that for a man, the closest you can get labor pain is kidney stone. Okay. So I would see my dad struggling and tell, what is this? And my dad, no, it's for the good only. I'm like, what? It's for the good? You're struggling there, seeing we are struggling here. How it's for the good? Fine, you got stones, that is okay. But why did your blood pressure and sugar spike on that day? That at least could have remained normal. To the hospital. 8-9 stones which were there, not even one stone is there. Not even one. So the doctor asked, did you pass any stones in urine? No. He doesn't recollect only. Because no way. So I said, maybe doctor, he didn't notice it. No way he would not have not noticed. Because it will make its presence felt when it comes out. You will know for sure that a stone has come out. It will be that painful. No pain, nothing, it went off. So my dad can go. Means, no, nothing, nothing, it's fine. We came back home. Oh, dad said, see Aravind, I don't know, it's for the good. See, that's like, Swami didn't want to make me have surgery. Because there is a side effect of surgery. Sometimes you will get incontinence, you won't be able to control, the urine may leak out sometimes. Those side effects may happen sometimes because of that surgery. See, don't know Arvind, every time Swami does, Swami loves me so much, he does for good. Wow, correct? That time also I thought it is bad. But in the end, it turned out to be good. Because with God, in the end, it's always glorious. If it is not glorious, it is not the end. That's all it is. It's not yet. It's still moving on. The movie is still, it's just intermission. Wait. Sit and enjoy. See the movie till the end. It will be good end only. So that is where I have come now, and I feel I have not come here because of having told me that or anything. But I just feel it has been a journey of self-discovery. And it's been a most fulfilling journey. And by God's grace, a maturity, a calmness, a peace has come, which is independent of what happens. My peace is not dependent on how much money I earn or what I get. No. Yeah, I may have some fluctuations because I'm not perfect. But I've realized that happiness and peace is not something that comes from outside, it's something that comes from within. A couple of days back, we celebrated Independence Day. Swami would say, what is true independence? True independence is when you are dependent on what is within. Independence. Till then you are dependent. I need to go for a drive. I need to walk in the garden, then only I'll be happy. What if tomorrow you lose your legs or you lose your garden? Then you can't be happy? Yeah, I can't be. So, anything that I depend on outside for my happiness is never going to be permanently there with me. I may lose the ability to walk, I may lose the garden, deforestation may happen, I may change my home. Then will I not be happy? That's why all my happiness should be within. And to reach that, we have to reach this level of surrender. Surrender means not about offering something to God. Surrender means whatever happens, no? We just feel this is for the good only. With complete conviction. Because otherwise God won't have allowed it to happen to me. And I feel because of my mother who kept telling Arvind, whatever happens, Swami is God. Don't leave Swami. Summer vacation would come. I want to go home. My mother will tell, why you want to come home? Be with Swami. I'm like, I wanted to go home but I can't tell that to my mom. So I would tell her, Mom, I miss you. Then my mom will tell, but be with Swami. You don't get a chance. You have had so many births where you have had so many mothers. But you have never got God like this. So don't leave God. What kind of a mother you are, Mom? Son, oh, I miss you, but I wanted to be with Swami. You're not a good mom. What is this? And then my mom will do the terrible thing. Don't worry, and she will come to Bhutan and stay with me. My video games, everything will go on like that. But today I'm so grateful for my mom. so grateful that she did that. Because I have no video games without toys. Because we are always dependent on our toys. When we are small, we cry for a $60 car. When we are big, we cry for a $60,000 car. We are not sure. But our happiness should not be dependent on our toys. It should be dependent on something within. And that I have discovered by asking questions and getting on this journey of self-discovery. I am saying this because there are so many children here. There are so many parents here. Wonderful that the children are on this path of... See, ultimately the name and form is not important. We have Buddha here, Jesus, Adi Shankara, we have Ganesha, we have Swami, Shri. Doesn't matter whether you call it Tanni, water, Pani, Niru. Water is water. Can I have some water? You want water or Niru? Fine, give Niru. But you want Niru or Pani? It's the same thing. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which name, which form, Allah, Ji, whatever, it doesn't matter. But hold on. And because of we are a person of habit, right? Like whenever I want water, I'll ask for water. I won't tell Niru because I got habituated. So Swami would say, ultimately it's the same. But when you start off on your journey, choose one name and form and stick to that. Beginning you have freedom of choice, but having chosen, stick to that. Be loyal, don't keep changing. I want to drink wine. These Christians during Passover, they drink wine, so let me become Christian. So to drink wine, I'll become that. Oh, but over, that's over. No, this Ramadan time they eat meat. I like mutton, so I'll become this Muslim. No, then you won't achieve. Because each path has its rigors and difficulties, and even among masters also, Shirdi Baba's teaching is one thing, Satya Sai Baba is one thing. Choose one and stick to that. Whenever it's convenient, who did this Shirdi Baba? Okay, I'm like Shirdi Baba now. This who did I'm like Jesus now. Jesus drank wine, so I also drink wine. Ramakrishna Paramahansa ate fish, so I also eat fish. Okay? No, not like that. Stick to the path. Because Swami would say, wherever you dig, you will find water. Wherever you dig, you will get water. But if you dig in 10 places for 10 meters, no, you will get 10 holes. One place for 100 meters, you will get water. So, like that water is the same water only. To dig and achieve it, I have to dig in one place. So also, choose one name and form and focus on that and follow the teachings, follow everything as per that. You will achieve. It doesn't matter because it's the water that you got. So, conclude now because this 15-20 minutes, if anybody has any questions. Chance to know that anything in the world. So may we seek God who is beyond the world. May our love for God keeps growing every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
Sir, I'd like to welcome anyone who has any questions. Now's the time to clear all your doubts. It's not often.
Now is the time to ask questions and listen to what I say. I don't know if it will clear your doubt. Just remember, there is a wrong answer, there is a foolish answer, there is a right answer, but there is never a wrong question or a foolish question. Question is a question, and that's what it is. Yeah. Super. Yes.
There, I mean, for getting spiritual, into a spiritual way. It's not everyone seems to go into a spiritual path at the same time. So,
Same stage in life, you're saying?
same stage, yes. Some are very, very young, listening to God. Some comes in much later part. So this question is whether there is handy.
We would always say, start early, drive slowly, reach safely. It's always good to start early, but it's never too late. It's like if somebody doesn't, imagine you didn't know about the internet. And suddenly you meet him and he says, do you know the internet? Do you know? Oh, I don't know all of this. Oh, you don't know. There's email, there's WhatsApp, there's this, there's search, everything. You can sit in one place and get food and all, everything. Oh my God, my life is a waste. No, uncle, he'll tell, uncle, it's not a waste. Start using it from now and you'll benefit. So, when should one learn the internet? As early as possible. But in case you didn't, it's never too late. Even today, if you get to know, start from today, you start benefiting. Same with God. When to start? Earliest is best. But in case, for whatever reason, you didn't know, oh, it's too late, no, you get to know now, from now it's useful. Like that it is. So, that is in terms of, there's nothing like a right age. Best is to start early. And that's how in our Indian culture, most of the ancient cultures, that is what it is. When you are very young, you are taught, this is the ultimate goal in life. Now that you know, go ahead and live in the world. Because that is what would guide you on the correct, the ultimate goal. So, having said that, Swami says that in a day though, there are sattvic times, rajasic times and tamasic times. Each which is helpful and beneficial for one kind of activity. So tamasic time is best for sleeping. That is the most inert time. That's from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. So ideally most of our sleep should be in this period, 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. And 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So this is 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. That is tamasic. 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. is rajasic. Rajasic means of passion, activity, ambition. That is what rajasic stands for. So this is a good time for the children to study, good time for the adults to work for their daily living, for the earning daily bread. Then morning 4 a.m. to morning 8 a.m. Evening 4 a.m. to evening 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. This is 8 hours. This is a sattvic time. Most suitable for activity that will help you towards the ultimate goal of life. So this should be spent, in fact if we look at the hostel schedule in like this, the major prayer, darshan, bhajan would happen in this slot. 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Before 8 a.m. darshan would be done, bhajan would be there. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So this is something we can align our lifestyles according to. Somebody says, no, but I work till 5 p.m. What I should do? What you should do is spirituality is your number one priority. Try to change your job, try to change your role, try to do something and try to come in alignment. Maybe you cannot align with sleeping at 8 p.m. till 4 a.m. I am also not able to do. Okay, 8 p.m. and get up at 5 a.m. Something around that time. Try to align as much as possible. This is what Swami would suggest if our most important goal in life is spirituality. And I feel once we know the logic that we can get happiness only through spirituality, it should be the most important goal in life. Because no other way am I going to be happy and peaceful. So while in life stage there is no right time, earlier the better. In fact, in our Indian scriptures we have Abhimanyu who heard about this from his mother's womb only. So when anybody gets pregnant, we start making it, we do it like a very mechanical manner. But in India, the moment a woman gets, don't watch these movies. Watch only Gayatri, only this. I'm no bored here. Like, at night she will get up and watch some movie. But that's because the child can get affected. So what they're doing is intentioned well, but how they're executing it is pathetic. Okay, like till I get pregnant, watch, eat, whatever you want. The moment I got pregnant, oh no, because that early the child starts getting affected, and I have seen it. I didn't want to speak about it. I have made a video on my channel. I have a YouTube channel on that where my wife has spoken because it makes better sense that she speaks about these things rather than me speak. But things that she did when my daughter was in her womb and the reaction that we see of my daughter after she came out, which other children her age don't do. And it's purely that. So even as early as that, it's good to start. Rather than, in India we have courses for 4-year-old to learn code. Never too early to begin. Start. Like they given a chance, they teach them coding in the womb also. Like that they have classes. The concept is right because the child starts learning very early. But what to teach the child? Don't teach garbage, which is worthwhile after 5 years. will stand good for the child all its life. So, as early as possible, but never too late. Within a day, yeah, these sattvic, rajasic, tamasic times are there.
YouTube videos are very inspiring. One of the YouTube videos is about Prema Sai. You explain very well about that. It's so beautiful. I hope that you will share the conclusion you bring out of it.
Oh, so when it comes to Prema Sai, what I have done in that video, I have compared information that are authentically available in publicly cited and sources where Swami has spoken about Prema Sai. Unfortunately or fortunately, Swami doesn't tell when Prema Sai will come, though he says where he will come, general region, Mandya district, characteristics of Prema Sai, he has given a general features also, he has not told when. So we already have 7 Indians that have cropped up. I think that's the latest trend to jump onto. So everybody's Prema Sai, some Prema Sais have Russian devotees, some Prema Sai have Italian devotees, or the Italian devotees have discovered one Prema Sai, the Russians have discovered. There are different Prema Sais that have cropped up. I have no clue. And I just feel that for me, Satya Sai is enough. Like, I'm very happy with Satya Sai because a bird in hand is better than two in the bush. I know Satya Sai, I've got Satya Sai, I love Satya Sai, and I don't think even if Prema Sai comes and if Prema Sai, I'll be able to love Prema Sai the way I love Satya Sai. He'll have to give me darshan as Prema Sai, as Satya Sai, I mean, for me to fall in love with him. So I really don't know. It's going to come after 120 years. Like, all my life I wait and I die and I didn't get anything right. So as well benefit from what I already got. This is my philosophy. So whatever I know about Prema Sai, I have gathered, I have cited all my sources there, which Swami has spoken, which discourse, it's available. Other than that, all other things are nothing but people's own, people that Swami told me, it seems Swami told her in the dream, it seems maybe, I don't know, but I can't. If you tell me first of all that Swami told you in your dream Prema Sai is here, first of all I don't know whether you are telling me the truth. And if that is the truth also, I have had dreams of Swami where he tells something but what it means is something else, because the things are not spoken directly, they are spoken metaphorically. So I don't know whether I understood it right. So I have no clue. So from what I have gathered, this much it is. So if Prema Sai comes, just like I got to know Satya Sai, I will get to know Prema Sai. But till then, I am very happy with Satya Sai. Even if I die without knowing Prema Sai, I am fine. Because I am very happy with Satya Sai. Even to this day, like even when I was coming to Malaysia, I wanted to feel Swami's presence. The whole plane is full. Just the seat next to me is empty. And I felt that Swami come. Last year I was going to United States and I know beforehand that the plane is full. So I told Swami, this time you won't be able to do your standard miracle of leaving the seat next to me empty. I didn't an American flight because you need some stretching space. But the plane is full. So I was telling Swami, but somehow show me that you are there with me. And on the flight when I am there, right next to me comes a gentleman wearing a bright orange t-shirt. Bright orange. And he comes and sits next to me. The orange is so bright that I am so impressed. I want to take a photo for my memory. A stranger, I thought what I'll do is, I'll take a selfie, including him. Like I'm taking a selfie. So I was waiting when he turned aside to talk to his wife. I took my phone and I took a selfie. As I'm taking a selfie, he turned and looked, looking directly, photo, like he's looking into my camera. And then he said, selfie? Like I said, yeah, but I thought I'd tell him that I was taking for my you photo bomb me or something. But then, he talks to me in Telugu, which is Swami's language. He asked me, do you know Telugu? In Telugu. I said, yeah, I can understand. I'm not very good, but I can understand. And he tells me, because I speak only Telugu. Now look at that. What are the chance of a guy speaking only Telugu in bright orange comes in me? People may tell it's coincidence, but for me it's like, oh God, how like amazed. I said, yeah, I know Telugu, I can. He said, then will you speak to my daughter? I said, okay, where's your daughter? Wait a minute. And he called. And he gave. Then his daughter speaks to me. She's in Canada. And she's telling, hello, listen, my parents, they're traveling first time out of India. I want them to come to Canada. But they have no clue. They have a change of flight at Doha in Qatar. They don't know English. Can you help them go to the correct gate? I said, yeah, I am also changing my flight at Doha. I am going to the United States. But don't worry, I'll take care of your parents. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, no problem. Oh, done. So I told, yeah, I have spoken to your daughter. Don't worry. Just. So when we got on at Doha, I took them to their gate and dropped them. And I went and spoke to the airline people that see, they don't know English, but they want to go there. So their seat, everything is in order. Just yeah. So whatever. They don't worry, and they escorted them. Before he could go, that man suddenly stops. He comes to me and tells, I don't know if you believe in God, but for me, you're like God. He told me. And I told him, for me, no, you are like God. So yeah, so when I have Sai who is full of prema, he's only my prema Sai. I think the time is up. Yeah, sure.
Names and forms. It was mentioned that we should stick to one name and one form, but in our bhajan we glorify all names and all forms the same content.
Yeah, that's because as an individual I have to stick to one name and one form. Suppose you are stuck to Jesus and he or she is stuck to Ganesha. The bhajan has to cater to you and to her also. That's why we'll sing about all. You choose which one you want and stick to it. That is how it is. That is why Swami would, in fact, Swami has given instructions to the bhajan group. He has said, make sure that as many gods and gurus get included in your bhajan. Because you don't know, somebody is a Vithala devotee, somebody is a Shirdi Baba devotee, somebody loves Jesus. Everybody should be able to connect. Okay? So what you do is, suppose you are following Jesus, when the Jesus bhajan comes, you sing. For all other bhajans, that you are doing for Jesus only. And think of only Jesus. If you are a Ganesha devotee, first bhajan is yours, you are assured, and enjoy Ganesha. So sometimes people think Ganesha devotees are lucky, because every time they are assured. But you know what, they are also unlucky. Because when you do Akhanda bhajan for 24 hours, in the whole 1 million bhajans, only one they get Ganesha. You start with him and then chalo bye, you are done. 1000 Krishna, 1000 Shiva. So that is the variety. Swami would also say there should be variety in tunes. Because some people like minor chords, some like major chords, some like Amrita Vashini, some like Darbari, some like Shivaranjani. Tastes are different. It's just like the doctor has advised me to eat salads. Why are you preparing sweets and everything in the feast? Because, dear sir, everybody is eating. You eat only your salad and but there are some others who will like pulao, some will like even durian. I could not eat it. They will serve durian because there are some people who will eat it. They eat durian also. So like that. Everybody in a public forum, that's why we sing as many as possible. But again I have noticed, like in Sri Lanka, they don't sing too many bhajans about Jesus or Allah or whatever. They stick to, even among the Hindu gods, they stick to only Muruga because they like that. It's fine. So, but when we are in an international gathering where you don't know who is who, better to sing a variety. So when we had a convention at Kuala Lumpur, the bhajans would have a lot of variety. Suppose sing more of Buddha bhajans, no problem. That is with each center, you know the taste and you do. Like you started off with Aarti to Ganesha. First time in my life I am seeing this happening. No other center they do this. But maybe it's your tradition, you like it. You do it, it's fine. It doesn't matter what you do. Like when I went to, for example, when I went to New Zealand, they don't do Aarti. Because they feel it's a very Hindu thing. We don't want to do Aarti. Okay. And they chant Vibhuti mantra in English. And I'm like, oh, what is this? Why are you doing in Sanskrit mantra? Asatoma, lead me from darkness unto light. Then I told, why are you telling Om in the end? Om, peace, peace, peace. I told, why are you telling Om then? Tell primordial sound. The thing is, like the logic is in Sanskrit when they might see these Vedas and all, no, they are not just words, they are vibrations. So when I say Ganana Am Tva Ganapati, I can't say elephant headed one. It's not about the meaning. There is a meaning, but it's much more than the meaning also. It's a vibration. So when I say Om that vibration. But okay, you're all happy, it's fine. Then they said, no, actually, the, what do they call them? The Maori devotees find it very funny that we wave camphor, so they don't like it. Oh, for the Maori devotees, you're doing, yeah. So who among you is Maori? Nobody. You like to do arti? Yeah. Then do it, no. If at all a Maori devotee comes that day, maybe to respect that person, don't do arti. But I'm sure even if a Maori devotee comes, if there are 15 of you Hindus and one Maori, they won't mind it. Like, before the bhajan they read, and we pay respect to the ancient peoples and tribes. I said, what is this? No. In New Zealand, whenever we remember the Maoris, oh, you're a Hindu, you're remembering Maori. Same with the Maori, will be fine if you do your arti. So this was what I told them, but each one, you can modify it, no strict. In fact, when Swami drew the Sarva Dharma symbol, he had drawn Om, he had put the cross, Christian cross, then he put the Buddhist Dharma of Zoroaster, you will not even know Parsis. Then he put the crescent star of Islam. So John Hislop, who was one of the first American presidents, Sathya Sai organization American president, so he went and told Swami, the Jews are feeling very bad. Why? Because Swami, Jews don't have representation. But Swami says, but they follow the same testament, Old Testament, yes. So not like Christianity, they are not happy with it. No, Swami, it's not same as Christianity, different it is. Okay then, add one more circle and add the Jewish symbol also. So liberal Swami was. So if you see, you will see a 6, instead of 5-wheel symbol, you will see a 6-wheel symbol, where the Star of David has been added. Like that, if you had gone to Swami and said, but Swami, we are Taoism. Okay, what is your symbol? So that is why, now what the Satya International Organization done? They have added Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa. Like, don't please make it a 1,000-petal lotus here. 5 petals look nice. Any religion you may be, truth is important for you? Yes. Love is important for you? Yes. Righteousness is important? Yes. Peace is important? Non-violence is important? Correct, no? Hindu is important? Yeah. Buddhist is important? Yeah. Tao is important? Yeah. So we'll put this. That's why that is what is the international organization symbol. But the Indian organization still puts these. Because Swami said, see, in India these are the 5 major, so I put these. So liberal God is. We make it very rigid. There was one guru who used to do worship. In the yagna, they'll offer curd and milk and all. And again, the significance of yagna, Swami has said a lot, because people tell, why are you wasting milk and pouring it in the fire? I will not go into that now. But he used to do the yagna. But every month of the yagna, in the hermitage, there is a cat. This cat will come and drink the milk and curds. We can have a problem. So what the guru will do, so that the cat doesn't disturb, when he does the yagna, he sits, instead of a stool, he'll sit on a basket. Why? Because under the basket, he'll put the cat and he'll put the basket on the cat, because this cat can't mess around under me. Few years passed, the guru died. Few more years passed, the cat died. Now the next person is doing yagna. So there is no cat now. So what they do? They go to the neighboring town before the yagna, catch a cat, put it under the basket, sit on it and do yagna. This is how it is created. You don't understand the meaning. Just like they stopped singing Aarti for the Maori people. No Maori people are left there and you're still not doing Aarti. The Aarti, why it is, Swami would say, in ancient times, in the temples of India, even now in many temples, the sanctum is with him. Now, of course, it should not be there. So they created one ritual. Then the priest will light one camphor and show the idol. Everybody can, nicely. Now I'm a lamp, light, there will be light and shadow and all that interplay. So everybody gets to see. Someone says that's at the physical level. At a spiritual level, it's a prayer you make to God that God, let me be like that camphor. Pure and white and fragrant. And let me burn away my life to light you. Let my life be burned to light up you for the world to see. But let me do this without ego, because at the end when people say, we could see God. Because of who? I don't exist at all, because I have sublimated. To do this prayer, that is why Aarti is done. So when we had our convention in Kuala Lumpur, they told me to do Aarti. some light with one thing and ting ting, it is shaking, something like that. So what is this? This is art. I don't laugh really. It's okay. And the thing is important. That's okay. But I just thought, oh God, for no, fire is not allowed here. So you can take and wait mobile phone, right? Put on one frame photo and do like this. No. It should look like mock meat, no? Looks like meat, smells like meat, tastes like meat, but not meat. And uncle was telling me they ordered one shrimp came. That fellow said, I don't want to eat. Why? Because I don't like non-vegetarian food. But it's not non-veg. It's a shrimp. No, it looks like a shrimp. But it's smelling like, yeah, it smells also like that. It tastes also like, yeah, it tastes also like that. But it's not that it's I don't like meat. So if it smells like that, tastes like. So like that we do in Aarti also. I didn't know. The reason why we do camp, if fire is not allowed, take one small bit of camphor and light it. No problem. Nothing will happen. You know. At our home also we have got fire alarm. They don't get triggered with one camphor. Camphor. It's just symbolic. It means God, I want to be like camphor, pure, and that's why I'm. So, but it's okay. I mean, I'm not telling this like a mockery, but I'm just saying, sometimes we forget the spirit behind the ritual. Swami would say, only ritual is no use. Understand the spirit behind the ritual. When you understand the spirit behind ritual, it becomes spiritual. Spiritual is understanding spirit behind ritual. So, yeah. I don't know how I came over here, but yeah.
Thank you to Brother Arvind for the wonderful speech. Oh, I think there's still one question.
Brother wanted to share the story behind the photo.
Yeah, I already shared. This is me telling about my sister for the wedding. Yeah, so that is what it was. He's asking, what did the boy tell the girl? He's looking at the photo there. In his lap, that's the photo of the boy. The whole prayer that I wanted to ask him is in my hand. He didn't take the letter. Kept asking, what did the boy tell the girl? Yeah.
Saram. We will now chant food mantras, then we'll do Mangala Arati. Food mantra. I'd now like to call upon the chairman of Satisai Center of Brown Garden, Krishna to the Arati. जय भोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की Saira. I would now like to call upon the chairman of Satsai Baba Center of Brown Garden to present a token of appreciation to the speaker, honorable speaker, Brother Arvind Balasubramanya. Not every day or every week or even every year that we get Swami's photograph by himself. And this time, even though it's a weekday, we don't need to travel all the way down to KL. We get to see him here in Penang, right in our area. Thank you very much to Brother Arvind. I hope everyone has learned something or got at least some of your questions answered. Or maybe to put in Brother Arvind so you all know what type of question to ask now. But before we end, I would like to call upon the chairman, Uncle Krishna Kumar, to give the closing address.
My humble pronouns at the lotus feet of Bhagwan and Saranam to everyone. On behalf of Brown Garden Sai Baba Center, we'd like to thank all of you for attending today's session, and of course, most important, we'd like to thank Brother Arvind for spending his time all the way from KL. The last 2 days they were at Saikon, and today here with us to inspiring evening. And I also like to take this opportunity to thank all the centers in Penang for the support for us to organize this program today evening. In a short while, we'll be waiting for dinner. Prasadam will be served. You can also depart Namaskaram and Pushpanjali. Thank you, Jai.
Saira, thank you very much, Krishna Kumar. Everyone can just stay in the hall for 1 minute. I'd like to take a photograph with Brother Arvind as well. Just be seated where you are right now. Can you come to the center? Sarah, yeah, just. Okay. Like this. No, what alright. Those sitting here just get a bit closer to the center.
Only getting long, right? One at a time.
Sarah, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Another one more. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Once again, thank you to everyone for attending. Thank you to Brother Arvind. Thank you to all volunteers as well. Kindly maintain silence in the bhajan hall, and if you have any other questions, you can meet Brother Arvind outside. Prasadam is served outside, and you may do Padma Namaskaram and Pushpanjali. Thank you, Sarah.